heading up the Hopkins Valley. Got the late start of 5 PM. The weather is not ideal. There's quite a few clouds coming over and it's quite windy. Sun sets in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm not actually sure when it is, but it's pretty much going to disappear behind these mountains. I've got quite the heavy pack. I brought a tent. I am planning on pretty much just walking as far as I can until I want to stop and set up camp. But given the conditions, I might just head to Monument Hut, which is about 2 hours from here, although I can probably do a bit better. Yeah, I don't know if I'll film much. I'm just going to power through it, and then the next couple days just pretty much heading all the way up the valley and then all the way back down, checking it out. I've been going for an hour now. I've made it about almost 6 Ks. I've still got about another 2.5 to 3 Ks before I get to Monument Hut. And yeah, even though the weather's not ideal, the scenery is amazing. Conservation Park. Looks like the road got washed out here. Yeah, I'm gonna head up this way into the mud. The hut's just up in these trees here. It's getting dark, so I think I'll just stay here, keep it simple, and then tomorrow heading way up the valley. Yeah, it's about 10 Ks from the car park, the first one, before the 4-wheel drive track starts. I've done that in an hour 50, so just shy of 2 hours. As you can see, the hut's just up in those trees there. I wonder if anyone's home. There's the hut behind me. There's some people inside and they're about to go to bed, so I might just head down. Looks like a nice little camping spot right down here. Just got my tent out and I'm just about to set that up. There's a nice little fire thing here. Might get that going. The hut's just up there. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be too cold, and the trees provide a bit of shelter from the wind. I don't think it's going to rain either. It was a little bit when I started, but yeah, otherwise I'm just going to set the tent up right here. Good morning. It's just past 6:30. It was quite a cold night, not below freezing, but still only a couple degrees. Slept reasonably well in the tent. Got to wake up to this amazing view. If I just look over here, you can see just over here. I thought I'd get a little fire going. Nothing too impressive. I didn't get one going last night because I was just wanting to get to bed. But yeah. I slept pretty well. It was a little bit windy, so I did wake up periodically, but otherwise it was quite nice, just a bit cold. But yeah, like I said, what a view to wake up to. Couldn't get the fire going, sadly. Just a bit too damp and cold, but it's alright, at least someone's got one waiting for them. I'm just getting some water on the boil for breakfast, and then you're getting ready to pack up. What a spot. And the hut's just up there. Because the walk-in yesterday wasn't terribly long, I had my breakfast for dinner last night, and now I'm having my dinner from last night for breakfast today. It works out well, because I wasn't that hungry. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'm all packed up now. I'll go quickly have a look at the hut. This is the hut. There you go, Monument Hut. You have got a water tank and a wool shed just around the way, and there is a toilet, I believe, just through those trees. Let's have a look inside. A wood burner, bench, and 6 bunks with some of the thinnest ladders I have ever seen. Not bad. I'll probably sign to the intentions book and be going shortly. I'm just leaving Monument Hut now. About to head back down to my pack, and I'll get going. It's 9:15, and I probably have I am aiming to get to Erceg Hut. That is a long day. It's something like 30 to 35 k's. If I don't think I can make it, I'm gonna go to Dodger Hut instead, which is the one before that. But if I do get to Erceg, it's probably going to be like an 8 to 9 hour day. Hopefully the wind dies down, and maybe if I'm lucky the clouds will clear and I'll have some amazing views, but heading way up that way. It's 8:47, just leaving where I camped now, heading up the Hopkins Valley into the beech forest. Tracks over here, but I've kind of ended up in a bit of a swamp. This should be fun. The track kind of follows, weaves in and out of the tree line over there, and I couldn't really be bothered following it, so I'm just kind of making my way along the flats. Hopkins Valley and Swing Bridge, that's the way I need to go. Back into the forest. 3 hours to Elcho Hut. I'm hoping I can maybe do that in 2 hours. Just like that, out of the beech forest section. It's a very beautiful part of the track. It only took me about 15 minutes or so from the swing bridge to get back out here. Yeah, beautiful walking through the trees that way. A little bit of a climb after the bridge, nothing too bad, and then it's just a gradual downhill back out onto the open flats. And beautiful views. Way across the way there is our red hut. I don't really know if the camera can pick that up, but yeah. Apart from the wind, it is a beautiful day. Got some tents pitched up over there. To be fair, that is an amazing spot to wake up to. Been here for about 30 minutes because, as you can probably see, the guys back there got their ute stuck. So they're trying to get it unstuck, and I've just been hanging out with them for a little bit. I'm back on the road again. and I'm heading back to the river. The track does go that way, but then you hit a marker that points forward, and you hop over a fallen tree, and you just kind of enter dense bush. So I'm not sure if the track is somewhere through there, you have to push through it, but I'm not really sure, so I'm just going to head back down to the river and probably cross it and follow it up the valley. Well, if my feet weren't soaked before, they are now. But yeah, because in the direction of the marker, I couldn't find any track. It was just kind of like way too overgrown, so maybe I missed it, but either way, I kind of prefer this. Since I crossed the river earlier, I haven't really been following the track. It's somewhere up by the tree line there. I'm just making my own way. It's so pretty. I'm at Elcho Hut. What a view from the hut, goodness. Let's have a look inside. Doors around back. Ooh, nice. We have lunch now. Time is 12:44, so it took me about 2.5 hours from the swing bridge to get here, which is half an hour better than the dock times, but I probably could have done better, but I did stop for about 20 minutes at the with the guys who had the truck stuff. But anyway, I'm going to have lunch here and then carry on. It's 1 o'clock and I've just left Elcho Hut. Can't see any, there you go, Elcho Bridge, half an hour. The bridge is about something like 3 k's up this valley to the west. I don't know what river it is, up towards Mount Jackson, and then it's another 3 k's back to this valley. So I am hoping that the river is crossable, because that will save me a bit of time. Once again, my feet are wet. That river crossing wasn't too bad. I unintentionally passed Cullers Hut. I didn't really know where it was, I just assumed it was on the tree line, but it was kind of tucked in and back around up a little hill. So I walked right past it. I'm not really interested in going back to find it. I've still been going for less than half an hour, so it would have only taken me about 20 minutes to reach the hut from Elcho, rather than going half an hour up to the bridge and then half an hour back to Cullers Hut. So it's somewhere back that way. I'll check it out on the probably tomorrow, depending on how I'm doing. Otherwise I'm just carrying on to Dodger Hut now. Some sort of weather station, just hanging out in the valley. So it's nearly 2:30. I've walked pretty much from underneath that mountain there. Still so pretty. Just past the sign that said Dodger Hut is 30 minutes away. I was planning on stopping there because I thought Erceg would be quite a lot further, but that sign only said 2.5 hours, so I might push to Erceg. Wow, small. So I've checked the hut book, and there are 2 people that have pushed on to Erceg Hut. It's only 2 hours from here, but I'll be getting there at about probably 5ish if I was to go, but I might just stay here and because this is an amazing spot, and then just run up to Erceg tomorrow morning to check it out. But yeah, nice spot for a hut. Erceg's pretty much way up that valley, but wow, this would be an amazing spot to tent, but it's probably going to be another cold night, even though it's like real warm now. It's probably almost 20 degrees. So, but it will be cold overnight, so I think I'm just gonna stay in the hut, get the fire going. Got a nice amount of wood waiting for us. There is a toilet to the hut, just around over there. This is a meat safe. Yeah, and just awesome views. Let's get this inside. Just enjoying my snake lollies, as you do when you arrive at a hut and you're the only person there. All my stuff has kind of ended up everywhere, but I am depacking. Just got the mat out, just catching my breath. It's been a 5 hours 45 minutes roughly since I left whatever it's called, Memorial Hut, this morning. So not too bad. I'm not sure what the total distance is. I'll find that out shortly. It's a 9:30 in the morning. I'm just leaving Dodger Hut for now to run up to Erceg Hut. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. I've left some of my stuff behind, so my pack is lighter. I've just taken the essentials, and yeah, we'll head up the valley. Hopefully I can get there in about an hour and a half maybe. Beat the dock times and check out the hut, then head back here. I'll pack up my bag fully again, grab all my stuff, and probably head back. And I think for this last night I'll probably be staying somewhere around Cullers Hut or Elcho Hut. Maybe even camp again. Oops. Maybe even find a spot to put up the tent. Yeah, looks like it's going to be another good day today. What? The higher up the Hopkins Valley you go, I swear it just gets better and better. I don't actually know where the track goes. It probably follows that far bank around, but it'll be somewhere through these trees, and I can't really be bothered finding it, so I'm just gonna probably just cross the stream down here and keep heading up. The track quite literally has just turned into following up the river and boulder hopping pretty much. Still really pretty. Looking at all of this. You can see an avalanche has come down here. It's pretty impressive. Yeah. Wow. there's a this is an avalanche that's come down at some point. Yeah, Erceg Hut's somewhere up that way. Yeah. It's taken me an hour 20, nearly an hour 20 to get to this point. I've still got like, I think 2 k's to go to Erceg Hut, but yeah, absolutely amazing. Well, that's probably the biggest Spaniard plant I've seen. Hopefully there aren't too many more. It's not obvious, but there you go, this is ice. So this is probably from earlier in winter. Those are clearly from avalanches and things. It's also probably what those banks are, like that across that side. Under all that grass is snow too. So yeah, it's not too bad to walk on. But as you can see, yeah, it'll just be all leftover snow and ice, probably from winter. To be fair, it could all have been one avalanche, because that's come down out that side, and there's also some here, so maybe it's pretty much all melted, but it probably could have definitely filled in this whole part of the valley here, come down and covered it all, and it's just melted over the course of many, many weeks. Here's another one. You can just see it's like 5 meters of just ice that's come crashing down from the mountain at some point and just been deposited all over the valley floor here. What a place. Here we are. Erceg Hut. 1,050 meters. 4 bunks. Looking forward to a break. Then climb up the stream. I don't know how much of a climb it is, but it's not that fun after all the river walking and boulder hopping. You've got your tank and probably the toilet down here, if I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Nice view from the loo. Someone tried to repair a chair with rocks. I love it. Brought the other one out. Just going to go through the hut book, and I was looking at the first entry, and this is the oldest hut book I've come across. It goes back to the 29th of September 1993. Now if you look at the date today, it is the 29th of September 2024. That is 31 years to the day. So this book has been at this hut for 31 years exactly. That is pretty cool to think about. Yeah, what a spot. Also, I was just looking at the book, only 13 groups have come through to Erceg Hut this year, me being the 13th one, so clearly not visited very often. It is very remote, but still, it's an absolutely amazing spot. Just all these big bluffs and cliffs and snow-laden peaks. Yeah, I better get going shortly. I'm just going to pack up and yeah, I think I'll come through and stay here sometime in the future. Definitely not in winter though. That river section would be awful in winter, and same with coming up the stream. Yeah. Leaving Erceg now. What a beautiful spot. I'll definitely come back here to stay the night in the future, because this is amazing. It's 11:50 now. I probably won't record as much heading back until I get back to Dodger Hut. I will a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna focus on getting back in as quickly as I can. Yeah, at least I'm going down the stream this time. Whew. My knees are going to feel this later. All this constant just, like that. All over the rocks. In summer there'll be some great swimming places along here. My feet were feeling a little bit, so I've dipped them in the river. That feels very nice and refreshing. It's going to be a big step. So show me one hand on the camera. There we go. So pretty. Only a 4-hour return trip, so it's 1:30 now. I'm gonna catch my breath, get my stuff that I've left in the hut back in the pack, and get going, aiming for Cullers or Elcho Hut tonight. So I'm leaving Dodger Hut now, just behind me. The time is 2:15. Whoops, dropped my phone. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pretty much head back down the valley and either stay at Cullers Hut or Elcho Hut tonight, or maybe camp somewhere around that area, just depending on how I feel. It's nice and warm. Looks like it's the end of the road for my shoes, which have just dried again. Oh dear. Just make out Elcho Hut way across the valley. It's a bit of a motivational boost. There's the weather station. Cullers Hut's kind of up this little hill in front of me. That's why I didn't see it yesterday, and I walked right past it because I walked around that hill rather than climbing up it, and the hut's kind of tucked up in a clearing inside of that. So this is Cullers Hut. Kind of got your somewhat of a wood shed just under here, and yeah, you've got an open fire, so an exposed fireplace. 4 bunks, very nice. Yeah, so it's quite easy to miss. The river's down there, and I just kind of kept walking. You kind of have to come back up this hill to get here. Otherwise, yeah, plenty of space to pitch up tents. I believe that is the bathroom over there, and I don't know if it has a water tank. Does it? Looks like Cullers Hut doesn't have a water tank, so it's the first hut in this valley I've been to that doesn't have one. I'm heading away from Cullers Hut now, and I'm just going to head to Elcho. So a nice leisurely stroll just for about 15-20 minutes across the way, and then I'll be set for the night. I was thinking originally of just camping, but there's no one at Elcho Hut, and no one will probably be showing up any time from now, so I might stay in here the night. So this is actually a New Zealand Alpine Club hut, not a dock hut, so the dock hut payments can't be used here. I think I'll still stay here, and I'll just chuck through chuck it through when I'm out, and still just camp up here for the night. I know I said Cullers Hut's the first hut on this trip I've passed by that doesn't have a water tank, but Elcho Hut doesn't either, so getting it from the river. My goodness, I don't know if the camera can really pick that up, but the amount of sandflies that are just hanging around outside the windows. There you go. They know I'm in here. The spider, the orbweeb's going to eat well tonight. So is this one over here. There's the sun. It's nice, it's not too cold this morning. Still have amazing views up the valley and up to Mount Jackson. I can't stay outside for too long, otherwise I get swarmed by sandflies. It's 9:15 from the time I'm leaving Elcho Hut. Yeah, still an amazing day. Couldn't ask for better weather. Took me, I think it was 3 hours to get from Memorial Hut to Elcho Hut on, what was it, yesterday? Not yesterday, yes, yesterday. And so that took 3 hours, and it took me 2 hours to walk in from the car park to Memorial Hut, so it should be a 5-hour day today if all goes well. And still can't get enough of these views. I have crossed the river again. So 2 days ago, where I lost the track, the map it says the track is somewhere up in these trees. Where that is, I don't actually know, because I couldn't find an entrance to it before the river cut to the side over there where the track's supposed to be. And 2 days ago when I walked this same section, it's where the track got way too overgrown and I couldn't actually follow it anymore, somewhere up over in here. So I have just crossed the river again because it is just easier. The water is so nice and blue. I have spotted a couple trout on this walk, so there'll be some good fishing spots, and you could even probably pack raft to this river, which would be pretty fun. Once again crossing the river back to the other side. Oh, that's really cold. Whew. So I'm going to have a little stop for lunch here. It's about 11:15, so I've been going for 2 hours. This is the last little climb of the trip up to the bridge. Just stop by Monument. I'm just going to go down and find a little place to have something to eat, and then I'm going to just do the last. I think it took me 2 hours on the first day to walk in here, so hopefully it's the same on the way out, though I probably won't film as much as I did. Yeah, so it took me just over 4 hours to get to Monument Hut from Elcho, which is almost an hour longer than I did going the opposite direction, but yeah, I've had 2 long days. What a spot. It was amazing waking up here on the first night. So I'm back at the car park. I was lucky enough to get a lift from a couple who had stayed at Monument Hut. As you can hear, the wind really has picked up. But wow, I couldn't have asked for better weather. So as you can see, I had to park here because I don't have full drive, and so day 1, 5 PM walked in here, and yesterday, 2 days ago, did all of this up to Dodger Hut. Then yesterday I walked to Erceg, back down to Elcho, and then today I walked from Elcho all the way out. Couldn't have asked for better weather, although maybe a little bit less of it. But yeah, I definitely recommend the Hopkins Valley. It's been amazing. Goodness. I don't know how well you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, otherwise, like I'd recommend it. It's not too hard. The track is hard to find in some places, but all the way to Dodger Hut is amazing to walk in. If you're going to Erceg, I would recommend a little bit more skill and experience. That was a little bit more difficult than the last couple of days. But yeah, Erceg's also amazing. Yeah, the entire valley is amazing. There's also some others.
Bye.